Today I'll be showing you how to make this woodland tree. First, you need to get your kit. You'll need some scissors. I have fabric scissors and paper scissors, but one pair is fine if you don't have both. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out everything from my pack and just make sure I've got all the things that I need. So you can just check on the contents list to make sure that you have everything. It's also really important to make sure that you read through the instructions so you know what you should be doing. The first instruction that I'm going to do is to cut out your pattern pieces with paper scissors. Next, I'm going to fold my felt in half, pin the pattern pieces to my felt, and then cut out the two shapes at a time. I'm going to do this for each piece of my pattern. I'm also making sure that every time I finish with my pins or needle, I just put them back into the piece of fabric so I don't lose them. Next, I'm going to sew any small pieces onto one side of the animal, or in this case, I'm just going to sew together the two pieces of the trunk. So first of all, I'm going to pin them together so they stay together while I'm sewing. I'm going to measure out an arm's width of thread. Then I'm going to hold the needle between my thumb and pointer finger, take the end of the thread and push it through the eye of the needle. Then I'm going to pull the thread through, bring the ends of the thread together and tie a knot at the end of the thread. Next, I'm going to do running stitch along the outside of my tree trunk. And there's some instructions in the booklet for running stitch. And when I've finished, I'm just going to cut the threads and tie a knot with the two ends together. I'm doing a double knot here, just for extra strength. And then I'm just going to trim that down. So there's my completed running stitch on my tree trunk. Next, I'm going to again measure, thread and knot. And then I'm going to pin together the two pieces for my shape. For the tree, I'm also pinning the trunk in position. Then I'm just going to overstitch all the way around the edge of the tree. You may need to also cut your thread and then measure, thread and knot again. Once you're getting near to the end of your thread, make sure you stop before you run out. You need to be able to have enough thread to tie a knot. Remember to leave a gap in your sewing. Then use the stuffing to fill up your soft toy. Make sure you poke it into all the corners and get it evenly distributed, because you won't be able to do this easily once you've sewn it shut. Then just sew the gap shut and then finish off with a knot with the leftover threads. And then you just need to trim that off as well so there's no loose threads hanging off. Make sure to put your pins and needles back into your fabric, and then you are finished. Good job.